What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Rays.
Yes, fans are already craving for more of the Pogues, from Season 2 influence on the following episodes to everything the cast has said about the upcoming season. Let's get into everything we know for the most recent season of Outer Banks. Just a fair warning, spoilers for Season 1 and Season 2 of Outer Banks are ahead. Season 2 influence on Season 3. Season 2 of Netflix's Outer Banks was released on July 30th, and because you're as obsessed with the show as we are, we bet you've binge-watched as quickly as possible. As you already know, the show follows a group of teenagers in the Outer Banks of North Carolina as they begin a treasure hunt for $400 million worth of gold. About the question of why Outer Banks is one of the most popular Netflix shows, the answer is easy. The Netflix original is filled with amazing storylines, an interesting plot, actors that are perfectly cast, lead stars that are in a real-life relationship, and, well, a lot of drama. Season 1 mostly focused on the romance between the Pogue leader John B., Chase Stokes, and the wealthy Lady Sarah, Madeline Klein, and of course, the treasure hunt that sets the Pogues against Sarah's father, Ward, Charles Eston. Season 2 has a more detailed plot and much more drama. The season expectedly ends up with a cliffhanger in which we saw the Pogues stranded on yet another island. We need to mention the fact that the show made Netflix's top 10 on the same day the season was released, so you clearly understand how popular Outer Banks is. We need to mention that Season 2 will have a major influence on the next season of the show, mostly because of that cliffhanger that we saw in the finale. Without any further ado, here's everything we found out about Season 3 while we wait for it to be released. Release date. Now, Netflix is yet to release pieces of information about Season 3 of Outer Banks, but given the show's reputation and that Season 2 cliffhanger, a third season is guaranteed. Season 1 was released in April 2020 and Season 2 in July 2021. Based on this, Season 3 will be released sometime in 2022. Creator and showrunner Jonas Pate mentioned that he plans the show to continue with 3 more seasons, which will make Outer Banks a 5-season show in total. Ever since we started, we always viewed it as something that was probably like a 4-season, maybe 5-season show, but definitely 4 seasons. Pate said in an interview with Entertainment Weekly in April 2020. He also mentioned that they have plenty of stories to tell in the future episodes, so he hopes he'll get the chance to do so. Then he explained that before Season 1 even came out, Netflix had greenlit them to write some Season 2 scripts, so the same case is certainly happening with Season 3. Often referred to as coming-of-age story, this show gives you the perfect excuse to just follow a bunch of good-looking people who are constantly in some drama. The setting? Even better. A beach vacation destination on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a place that's really paradise on earth. So who's ready to see what will happen with a tight-knit group of local teens nicknamed the Pogues? Let's see who will be back for the next season, shall we? Oh, make sure you smack that like button if you haven't done so already. Outer Banks Season 3 cast. Thankfully, every Pogue survives the second season, only this time. They're washed up on an unknown island. The next season is likely to feature Madeline Klein, Sarah, Chase Stokes, John B., Madison Bailey, Kiara, Jonathan Davis, Pope, and Rudy Pankow, JJ. The second season features the newest actress, Carlassia Grant, who plays the newest Pogue, Cleo, and she'll definitely come back for more episodes. The actors who play the show's big bads, Charles Eston, Ward, and Drew Starkley, Rafe, will also return for Season 3. Aside from these actors, we also expect a lot of new faces to spice things up in Season 3. Now, let's see what we know about the plot. Season 3 will continue the same story. If you haven't watched the whole second season, we need to warn you that there are major spoilers about it in this part of the video. Now, for all of you curious fellas, let's get started. The Season 2 finale features the Pogues in a very interesting situation. As we previously said, they are stranded on Poguelandia after losing the fortune for a second time. But this doesn't mean they're going to give up. In fact, showrunners Jonas Pate, Josh Pate, and Shannon Burke told Entertainment Weekly that the story in which the gold is in focus will certainly continue. What's even better is that according to the showrunners, Season 3 will develop a deeper historical inspiration. According to Pete, the treasure has to become a bigger mystery across the series. And so the treasure hunt is going to expand and the mythology around the treasure hunt is going to evolve and get deeper. And then, as we previously said, the twist of the Season 2 finale will have a major influence on the following episodes. Now that John B's father, Big John, is actually alive, the plot could be developed much more easily. The showrunners told EW that this storyline and its influence on John B will be maybe the spine of the season. John B's relationship with his dad is a huge theme in having his dad's back around, and eventually they're going to meet back up, and John B has to reconcile his idealized version of his dead dad with the reality of his alive dad. Different characters in focus. Season 1 of Outer Banks had a primary focus on John B and Sarah. Then Season 2 seems to have moved this focus, and instead the story moved from them to the rest of the Pogues in the OBX. Sarah and John were stuck on their own in the Bahamas, and we saw Pope's character develop in the second season. We found out more about his family and that he's a descendant of Denmark Tanny, aka the man whose treasure they've been hunting. Josh Pate shared in an interview with Decider that the decision to focus more on Pope and his background was made early in the writing production. And here's our favorite thing. The showrunner plan is to focus on every character in the show in every new season. We can't shine a light on everybody all the time. That's just not in our bandwidth. We knew this was going to be a Pope-heavy season, and hopefully, if we keep going, there'll be other characters who kind of get the spotlight to come forward if we get future seasons, Pate stated. Cast commenting on Season 3. In an interview with Elle, Carlessia Grant, the newest actress that made an appearance in Season 2, said that a lot is going on for Cleo in Season 3, including a romance. As the actress said, she's really interested in seeing this whole Cleo and Pope thing happen, and for her, it would be perfect to see more of Cleo's backstory, meaning that we are about to see more of where she came from. Asked if she believes Cleo will enjoy living with the Pogues in North Carolina, she said she thinks she's going to have a few hiccups. We might see her character getting into a real struggle in the next season, but then again, according to Grant, she will learn to adapt. The struggles may appear when she uses her accent and when she does things her own way. As the actress stated, there's going to be some things that maybe Kiara and Sarah and the Pogues are going to be like, yo, you can't do that. Now let's talk about the more interesting part. Most fans noticed something happening between JJ and Kiara this season, and yes, expect to see them a lot in the next season. Madison Bailey explained to Cosmopolitan that she could see something happening between the two of them. She said they're both feisty, both always down for the crazy ideas, and there's just something those two characters have naturally in common that could work. She's further explained that someone will have to lose life in the next season. As much as fans don't want this, the actress is certain that it's going to happen. What would you guys want to see in Outer Banks Season 3? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.